My name is Maria, and I'm going to be your instructor for this course, Bend Over Easier in 5 days. So for this course, all you're going to need is a chair and a nice open space to exercise. I have a yoga block here just to use as a demonstration for bending over and picking something up, but you won't need one for yourself at home. Like always, feel free to modify the exercises, take breaks, and talk to your doctor so you know what's safe and healthy for your body to ensure this program's right for you. Okay, when you're ready, let's get started. So for today's class, I'm just going to start off with a demonstration of how most people pick something off of the floor. So they kind of just lead with their head, and most of us just kind of bend through our spine and then pick something up. So when you're doing this, you're twisting, you're leading with the head, you're not very stable or controlled. You also can't really pick up something very heavy in this position. So what we want to work on and what we're going to do to make this easier in this class is we're going to work on having your feet about shoulder distance apart. Soften your knees and bend them as much as you need. Send those hips back while maintaining a nice long neutral spine so that you're able to pick something up off the ground using chairs and props if needed. All right, so with the exercises that we're going to do over the next 5 days, it will help just make that movement pattern easier and better for you. Alrighty, so let's get started by sitting in our chair. Alrighty, so we're going to start off sitting near the end of our chair. Our feet are flat on the floor, and our toes, knees, and hips are all in 2 straight lines in line with those shoulders. Okay, so from here, we're going to work on first finding our neutral spine. So finding neutral spine is important because we want to maintain that as we go forward to bend and pick something up. So finding and setting that foundation is most important first. So seated on your chair, you're going to place one hand on your pubic bone and the other hand on your sternum, and let's line up those hands. So look down, try and line them up so one is on top of the other, so you can find that alignment and stack of the hands. All right, from here, you can widen through your collarbones, send each shoulder tip east and west. Lengthen through your side body, float those ribs right on top of your hips. Lengthen through your lower back. You should have a nice natural curve in your lower spine. Just a normal one, nothing too exaggerated, and definitely not flat. So you don't want to be pushing back into your chair. Crown of your head is pulling to the ceiling. Your shoulders aren't creeping up into your ears, and your chin is just kind of parallel with the floor a little bit, maybe slightly tucked, just so you have a nice long neck. Our ears are lined up right over top of our shoulders, so try not to have it poke neck forward. See if you can line them up. Next time you're in the washroom, just look in the mirror at the side and see if you're nice and stacked there, or have your friend do it. Okay, once we find this nice neutral spine, we're going to breathe into our side body, fill it full of air, and exhale, pull belly button to spine, engage your core, and stabilize. Good, so we have a nice strong spine here. Keep breathing with each exhale, pull belly button to spine, keep it nice and strong, and we're just going to do some seated marches for about 30 seconds here. So picking up the legs while maintaining that neutral spine. If you want, you can have your arms out to the side. Still growing tall. And 3, 2, 1. Good. Now keeping up nice and tall, we're just going to practice hugging our knee in a little bit, getting some mobility through our hips, holding for a couple seconds, and then switching legs. Good. We're going to do 5 on each leg. Last one. Awesome. Okay, so we're pretty warm. We have some mobility through our legs. Now we're going to do some sit to stand so that we have a nice strong lower body to support us as we go down and up. So sitting at the end of your chair, you can either have your hands on your hips out to the side or crossed in front of your chest, totally up to you. We're going to stand up through our heels, come to a full rise, and then as you lengthen through your low back, maintain that neutral spine, sitting back into your chair. And then 2. We're going to do it 10 times, making sure you're going all the way back down to your chair each time. Shine that heart forward. Squeeze those glutes to stand. Last one. And take a seat. Good work. Okay, so for this next exercise, we're going to stand up and we're going to have our chair to the side of us to use for support. So standing up. Okay, so standing up beside your chair, you can also use a wall if you would like to. We're going to have our feet hip distance apart, just about like 6 inches ish, if you want to think about it that way. Toes are facing forward. We're going to have a nice soft bend in the knees. It's not deep, but you don't want those legs to be locked. So soft bend in the knees. We're going to find that neutral spine here. So pubic bone and sternum, hands are stacked, lengthened through your low back, wide through your collarbones, crown of the head's pulling to the ceiling, your neck's nice and long. Now keep your neck neutral as we go here. We're going to have one hand on the chair, other hand out to the side. Keeping those knees soft, we're going to send our hips back, keeping a long straight spine. So imagine your spine is the same as this arm and your elbows just pointing back. Until you feel a little stretch in those hamstrings, then you're going to squeeze your glutes and come back up. Using the chair so you're supported and easing some of that strain. I'm going to do it facing this way so you can see me well. Hand against the wall. Feet are hip distance apart. Long neutral spine. Squeezing the glutes to stand. I'm not bending through my thoracic. We're going to do this 10 times. So we're just hinging at those hips, closing a door with our butt. One more. And relax. Shake it out. Good job. Okay, you can take a seat back in your chair. Okay, so sitting at the end of your chair again, we're just going to finish off today's class with a nice hamstring stretch. So part of bending over is having good flexibility in your hamstrings. So we're just going to work on that a little bit throughout this course. So starting off, sitting at the end of your chair, spine is nice and long. You're going to interlace your fingers and place them on one leg. So that's our supporting leg. Opposite leg is going to reach forward. Toes are going to pull towards your nose. You're going to try and straighten this leg as best you can. Inhale, your back is going to go nice and long. And exhale, you're going to reach towards your toes to the point of tension, not pain. And you're going to take long, deep breaths here. On your next inhale, imagine yourself getting a little longer. through your spine, and as you exhale, you're going to reach a little bit further, even if it's just a millimeter. And on your last exhale, slowly roll back up. Okay, switching legs. So you're going to bring those hands to that other leg that was just out. The one your hands were just on is going to extend forward. Toes are pulling towards your nose. Inhale, stretch your back nice and long. Exhale, reach towards those toes until you feel the point of tension, not pain. If you feel pain, just release the stretch a little bit. Taking long, deep breaths here. On your next inhale, stretch your back a little longer. On your next exhale, reach a teeny bit further, even if it's not even noticeable. Just imagine. One more deep breath in. And exhale, push up on that leg to sit up nice and tall. Alrighty, thank you so much for joining me. That's it for day 1. I hope you can already bend over a little easier, and I can't wait to see you in day 2. Take care.